like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the The Golden Gophers will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the first swing of the game. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate. And last year, David, they did.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of...
Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop. And still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass. That's caught. It's chopped. Good, solid tackle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get...
Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Dropping back, it's Claiborne. Fires left. Got his man down field. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fakes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back and leaves it. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug me.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking to fire. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for room. It's James. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On the ground, it's James. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's now up to 83 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The play action fake. unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. From the gun, the running back has it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He'll try to do it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. And the Golden Gophers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? To the air, it's Claiborne. Looking to the big tight end. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. First play of the drive, it's the end around. It's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space, it's James. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Now they'll run the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Find some fresh air. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Quick step and go. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the right. It's complete. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a big field.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over West Virginia.
The give to the back.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone? It's a running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Claiborne. Finds his big tight end. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in it.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more.
Breaks into the open. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minnesota. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes his man miss. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Finally, our defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Punt is in the air on fourth down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking for a man. It's Claiborne. Finds his back in the middle. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They just keep firing. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cruz. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged out of the air. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? He'll pull it on the read. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Chop. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off the RPO, complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to throw, it's Claiborne. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Creates a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Makes the grab on the left, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's James. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Claiborne. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but it's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 10 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's Mendoza. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Running into the open space. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Looking downfield, it's Claiborne. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Hands it off. Got enough for the first. He's forced out of bounds at the 18, and boy, how big is it to get a run like this from that part of the field. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Right back to the well. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Gonna run it. It's James. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got him up for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He's got him. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They go to the ground. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Golden Gophers are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Back to pass, it's Claiborne. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Claiborne. Sets up the screen. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now they take the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gives it on the option. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cruz.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on third and short. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Chubb. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They're already in field goal range. They've got time to take some shots. Need to be urgent, but don't rush. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waiting seconds to tie it up.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and we've got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Handoff to the lone back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
On the run, it's James. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Wolverines! They strike first here in overtime. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Scanning the field, it's Claiborne. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Touchdown, Minnesota! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And the point after is good. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Third and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. He splits the uprights, and they go back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Looking for space, it's James. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A big third down play to try to keep the drive alive in overtime. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Puts it right down the boulevard, no sign of nerves, and will go to another overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Looking to throw, it's Claiborne. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. They are stopped on the 2-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. Powers forward. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and we'll play another overtime. Looking for the 2-point try. Slams ahead. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. He wants to throw it. They are denied. The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.